Hi folks. After I posted my last Should I Buy Now video, the market decided to change. And did it change? In March, we were in the midst of a frenzied seller's market where you could put a home on the MLS on Friday, and on Sunday you could give the seller 20, 30, 40 offers to choose from. And homes were selling for $5 or $10 or $20 or even $30 or $40,000 over what the asking price was. As the year progressed, however, interest rates began to rise, 3%, then 4%, then 5%, etc. And slowly buyers started to shy away from making their purchase. Sellers were still in the driver's seat, don't get me wrong, but the speed of the market decided to slow. Sellers started seeing less offers coming in. Homes stayed on the market longer. The interest rates continued to rise. Home sellers now saw offers not only coming in at or below asking price, but also asking for help with closing costs or buying down those now high interest rates. Requests for closing cost assistance money and buy downs started to appear more and more frequently as the year has gone on. Buyers no longer ignored those items on the buyer's inspection list. Now they wanted them fixed so that they had a move-in ready home awaiting them when they turned that key. For buyers, that's especially good news now, because the last 3 months of the year are historically the slowest in this market. Sellers are going to be even more desperate to sell their homes and more willing to make a deal. As I'm recording this video, the average time it's taking a seller to get an acceptable offer now is over 30 days, and by the time next month rolls around, we're looking at something in the neighborhood of 40 to 45 days before they get an accepted offer. In March of this year, less than 2% of the homes included concessions from the seller to help the buyers make their purchase. In October, in September's purchases, we saw 50% or half of the homes sold in Maricopa County included a concession from the seller to the buyer to help make that purchase. So Rich, bottom line, is it a good time to buy a home? Yes, it is, and here's why. I just posted on my Facebook page a home that is advertising that the seller will offer up to $8,000 in incentives to help the buyer close. That's just to get someone to make an offer. They're advertising they'll give you $8,000 just to get you to make an offer for it. That amount will cover a good 50% of a home that costs $500,000 in those closing costs. You could also use that money to help buy down your interest rate, a point for the end life of the loan, or maybe 2 points for a couple of years until you can refi. You're thinking, good Lord, Rich, not more numbers, but follow me here. Follow me, stay with me. First, please understand that these numbers work for this specific example only, and your lender will be able to tailor them to your specific circumstance. Okay, we're going to buy a home for $440,000. That you have a rate for of 5.13% is what your lender is offering you. That makes your payment $2,594 a month with principal, interest, and taxes, etc. You decide to use the seller's concession to buy down your interest rate to 4.13% for the life of your loan. That means you'd save $237 a month for the 30-year life of your loan. That adds up over time. At the end of that 30 years, you will save $85,000 on your loan by buying down that 1% interest rate. Now, let's say you do a 2-1 buy down, which means you're going to buy down the interest rate for the first 2 years of your loan. Then it will jump back up to 5.13%. So your interest is going to start out for 2 years at 3.13%. That means your payments are going to be saved $459 a month for the first 24 months, or $11,000 over what you would have paid. These are the kind of concessions that sellers are willing to offer you. Now, that's a great deal, Rich, but I can't find a home in that price range. That's what I'm here for. There are homes out there under $400,000. In fact, I posted a couple on my page just a few days ago. They're out there. So let's find a good time to meet and see what's out there for you. Call at 623-321-3486, and we'll find a good time to meet and start working on finding you a new home. Oh, just in case you've forgotten from my last video, if you're paying $2,000 a month in rent, which is pretty average for the Phoenix market, you're paying $24,000 in interest and getting no equity. Let's put a stop to that. give me a call, give me a text. Let's meet. I look forward to talking to you soon, and you take care.